Is that a law?
No, it's town ordinance.
It's not a law.
It's a town code.
ordinance.
It's not a law. Where's the
You want me to
code?
go get the town attorney?
Go get him. I'm sure he'll educate you, ma'am. If he's good at what his job, I'm sure he'll educate
Are you trying to
you.
insult me?
No, I'm
You
not
just
trying
said
to
I need
insult
be
you.
educated.
Yeah, because you obviously don't know freedom of press.
I issue the permits in this building and the town of Orangetown.
You obviously don't understand.
I mean, do you plan on?
I'm going to talk to you and I'm just going based on union. I've never been to this before.
But I'm saying, are you going to like talk to your union guy more, and then possibly, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I have to call my captain and everybody and let them all know what's going on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like,
I got you.
do I have the? Let me this. I'm wrong for what I did, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
My question is this though, because he's yelling at me and I actually show my badge, he's giving me the double finger.
Imagine approaching a municipal building in Orangetown to film your own internal affairs follow up, only to have an officer claim no permit, no filming, grab your camera, and label you a loose cannon. Then learn he actually cited his NYPD past to justify his fear of disguised guns. When official reports expose such tyranny, what's left of our First Amendment? Let's unpack the scandal.
Who attempted to rip my camera from my hand and then gave me unlawful orders. Let's take a look at that interaction right now. Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good, how are you? Are you filming?
Who are you first?
Who are you first?
No. Who are you?
I'm sorry, you're in my building. Who are you?
I'm in your building.
This is the town of Orangetown's building?
This is yours?
This is the town of Orangetown's building. I work here.
Oh, okay. This is not your building. You don't own it, right?
I'm sorry, are you filming here?
You don't own the building. The people own the building, ma'am. This is a public building.
And
Respectfully.
you need to have, do you have a permit to film here?
Do I have a permit?
Yeah.
I do not have a permit, no.
Okay, so in order to film in this building, you need a permit.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh,
who are
really?
you? Yeah, really. Who are you? So I know who I spoke with?
I want to know how come you think you don't need a permit?
Is your name on your shirt? I can't really see. You work for the
Please shut
supervisor's
this out
office?
because you're not allowed to film here without a permit.
Ma'am, why are you
How you
becoming
doing,
so
sir? How can I
hostile?
help you?
How you doing, sir?
Officer Kaleff, Orangetown Police Department.
How you doing?
What's going on today?
Nothing, just filming.
Okay.
He doesn't have a permit.
I don't need a permit.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
I'd like that shut off
This
too.
is-
I don't want
Exits
anything
this
on
way,
it.
you can turn it off, or I can take it from you.
Don't touch me. If
You
you are
leave.
you ordering me to leave?
I'm ordering you to leave.
But I want that
okay.
filming, whatever's on his
Turn it
phone
off.
shut off. I want
Don't.
it
I'm
wiped
walking
off.
out.
Turn it off.
This is not against the law. This is a constitutionally protected activity.
Turn it
I'm
off.
trying to. You're trying.
Turn off the phone.
I am trying to walk past you to
Turn off
leave.
the phone.
I want to make it clear. I'm trying to walk past you to leave because you're going to need some complaints.
Turn off the
Don't
phone.
touch my phone.
Turn it off.
Don't. I have a body camera on too. Don't touch my phone.
Turn
What are
it
you
off.
guys doing? This is
You're-
against the law.
Give me your license.
This is against the law.
License.
This is against the law,
On
sir.
your ID.
This is what crime have I committed?
I can ask you for your ID. You're
And
you're in a government facility.
you can ask me for
Where's
my
your
ID and I can decline.
Where's your ID?
I'm going to decline to give you my ID. It's my right.
Oh, you are? You
It's
can't
my
enter a
right.
government facility.
Do you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime, sir?
You don't have a permit to
You
film
are-
in this
That's
building.
not a
government
crime.
facility.
That doesn't mean this is a public building. Go get your supervisor, please. I'm asking for your supervisor.
I'm going to wait right here.
I'm sure your policy states that if I ask for your supervisor, you have to get me one. So can you get me a supervisor? Because you're going to make a big mistake here.
What's my mistake?
Your mistake is you're violating my rights.
I'm not violating your
And
rights.
I'm going to
You're
hold you
in-
accountable.
You are in a government building.
You just that doesn't matter. This is a public
You're not allowed to
building.
film.
Yes, I am. This is a public building.
Don't have a
I'm a
permit.
journalist. I have freedom of
Like I
press.
said,
You want our supervisor?
Yes, I want your
Come
supervisor.
down to the police department side and we'll bring our supervisor.
Great. Tell him not to touch me. Don't touch me
touch
again. You touch my camera.
You need to turn it off.
No, I don't.
You need a permit to film in this building.
No, I do not.
Yes,
you
you
do.
do.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
Is that a law?
No, it's town ordinance.
It's not a law.
It's a
Town
town code.
ordinance.
It's not a law. Where's
You
the
want me to
code?
go get the town attorney?
Go get him. I'm sure he'll educate you, ma'am. If he's good at what his job, I'm sure he'll
Are you trying
educate
to
you.
insult me?
No, I'm
You
not
just
trying
said
to
I need
insult
be
you.
educated.
Yeah, because you obviously don't know freedom of press.
I issue the permits in this building and the town of Orangetown.
You obviously
for
don't
filming,
understand
and
I have a right to freedom of press, ma'am.
You do not have the right to film in this
I
building.
do. This is a public building.
Did you pay $5,000 and
This
I
is
issued you a permit?
you're talking about for commercial film. Again, you need education. Go get the town attorney, please. You're talking about commercial filming, ma'am.
I'm not going to have you dismiss me like I'm some peon. Okay?
Ma'am, you've been treating me bad. You've grabbed my camera.
You're
Please get me a
walking
supervisor, sir.
So come with me to this side and we'll get supervisor.
Please get me a
This is the
supervisor.
town hall side. Come with me to the police department side. We'll get the supervisor.
Don't touch me ever again. Please excuse me. Get out of my way. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Sorry about that.
Come on.
No, I don't trust this guy behind me. He's a loose
Walk in
cannon.
front of us then.
Loose cannon.
He can walk in front.
Loose cannon. Uneducated.
Come
Absolutely disgusting behavior by Officer Kaleff. Let's go inside the police department and follow up on our internal affairs complaint.
Orangetown Police Desk.
Hi, I would like to speak to a supervisor or someone in internal affairs, please.
Okay, they're just gonna ask me what you're looking for. Would you mind? That way I can let them know.
Yeah, not a problem. I'm following up on a formal complaint I made against an officer.
All right, which officer was that?
Officer Kaleff.
All right. We're just going through shift change at the moment, but if you just bear with us, I'll let one of them know, okay?
I appreciate it. I'll wait here in the lobby.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
You wanted to speak to a supervisor?
Yes, sir.
What can I do for you?
And your name and badge number, sir?
Lieutenant Hollahan, 189.
Thank you, sir. I spoke with a Sergeant Boyza last time I was here.
Probably Lieutenant Boyza.
Now probably Lieutenant. It was a while ago. Thank you for your card. So I spoke with the Lieutenant Boyza regarding Officer Kaleff. I filed a complaint. I was never reached out to and never got any follow-up on the complaint that I
What is
issued.
your name?
My name is Jean-Paul Reyes.
All right, you were the original person that Officer Kaleff dealt with?
I don't know, has he dealt with more than one person?
Oh.
I don't know what you're referring
Deal
to.
with people all day long.
Yeah, of course, but you said that I was am I the original that Officer Kaleff dealt with? I don't know what that
You're
means.
the one that had videotaped Officer Kaleff in his building down the hall?
Right, when I was when there was a hallway there, I was the one video recording.
Lieutenant Boyza is the one who handled your complaint at that time. Right, you came in and filed a complaint.
That's correct. It was the same day actually I spoke with Lieutenant
At
Boyza.
that time. So you filed a complaint.
Right.
It was followed up on. My understanding was not me that handled it, but I have looked into it a little bit, and they said they did reach out to you, and you never contacted them back.
I've never received any phone calls or letters. I never received any phone calls or letters in the
Like I said,
mail.
I didn't do it myself, and this is what I'm being told. However, any report that you want to ask for, you can ask for it records here, and I'll walk around the corner and speak to the sergeant in there as well. It's a regular FOIL process that you can fill out the paperwork and request. You can request, any kind of paperwork you want. It'll be processed and vetted, and you'll get maybe something.
Right.
What?
As the complainant I don't have any right to speak with anybody regarding the complaint or
Yes, you do. And you can speak to Lieutenant Boyza.
Lieutenant
Who
Boyza.
apparently has reached out to you a number of times.
Right. There must have been a miscommunication because, like I said, I never received a phone call from him or any letters in the mail or anything of that nature.
I'm pretty sure it was documented. I don't have the files in front of me.
Right.
It's not my case.
Right.
But you can either contact Lieutenant Boyza and leave him a voice message, or you can leave him an email if you like.
Do you have his contact information?
Pardon me?
Do you have his contact information?
I'll write it on the back of that card if you want.
Sure.
So that's his email.
Okay, I'll shoot him an email.
I think that's his
Extension?
personal extension.
Okay.
If you call on our internal phone system, I think that's his extension.
Right.
Get him his voicemail.
Okay.
You're probably better off with an email.
Right, I'll send him an email.
If you want to foil,
I'll do that at records over here.
If you're going to, I'll go walk around and talk to the sergeant and explain to him what you're looking for.
Okay, perfect.
You're going to do that right now?
Yes, I'm going to do that right now. Just one more question for you, sir. Is Officer Kaleff still an officer here at the Orangetown Police Department?
Officer Kaleff is employed here, yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'll follow my FOIL request now. Thank you.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, how are you, sir? I would like to file a FOIL request.
There you go. Just fill that out. Try and be as descriptive as possible, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, I'm finished, sir.
Just give me, you got a minute to stick around?
Yes, sir.
Let me take a look at it.
Okay.
All right, sir. I have to give you a copy of your FOIL back.
Okay.
That's what we're supposed to do, and then this is the documents you requested.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too. You have an excellent day. Are you really quitting, man, for a camera?
Yeah, I'm quitting for him because I'm gonna lose my job in a minute. So I might as well quit.
Hey, how are you, sir?
I'm Officer Harper.
Officer Harper, Dalton Police Department. Nice to meet you, Officer Harper.
All right, sir.
This woman said she's going to do so. I just want to make this clear. The camera is the less important thing. This woman just quit her job and said that she is going to. She said she's going to quit her. She quit her job right now because she's going out to her car to go because she's about to lose her job for what she's about to do. So to me, that sounds like a threat and the more pressing issue right now. So just wanted to make you aware of her intentions and what she said on camera, that she's about to lose her job for something that she's about to do. Do you mind if I get your name and badge number as well, sir?
Akron 114.
Akron?
Ackland.
Ackland. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Sir, I'm not going to violate your First Amendment rights. You have a right to be in here. All I'm just saying is it's causing disturbance with the video, which I don't have a problem with you videoing. That's your First Amendment right. Not going to violate that, sir.
And I appreciate that, sir. You know, last time, you know, somebody came in here with a camera before, an investigative journalist, and his First Amendment right was violated by your own police chief. In Illinois, you don't have to ID law enforcement officers unless you committed a crime, correct?
Correct.
You don't just have to. If you ask me for my ID right now, I can refuse, right?
Correct.
Okay. I just want to clarify because I've seen videos where the chief of police and other law enforcement officers have said that in the state of Illinois, you have to identify as soon as you demand ID. And I know that not to be the case. I'm very well familiar with the law here in Illinois. And I just wanted to make sure, listen, I walked in here, wasn't even filming anybody in particular. I'm working, as you know.
You filming me.
Okay.
I asked you not to.
Sir.
I'm not. I know. I don't want to, sir. All I told him was that everybody, you're being filmed at all times, no matter what. But
So,
no, I'm talking.
We don't want to be put on social media with your YouTube.
so I'll address that, sir.
Yeah. No, I don't want to get into any back and forth with anybody, sir. Yeah, that's not what I'm here for. But I'm just saying that obviously there's a lot of controversy with the mayor of Dalton, right? I'm not here for no reason whatsoever. I'm an investigative journalist. I'm investigating Mayor Tiffany Dalton, your mayor here. And obviously there's a lot of controversy. There's been a lot of mainstream media coming here. I'm just an independent journalist. I don't work for a mainstream media organization, nor do I need to. I'm just here, again, I don't want to get into arguments with these people. You have village employees that are threatening me to, you know, whatever she's going to do to me that's going to make her lose her job. I don't know what that is. But again, I don't want any issues whatsoever. This woman behind you is taking my picture right now. I don't care. We're in public. You know that, sir. So I don't want you to violate my rights. You said you weren't going to, and I appreciate that. I don't want to escalate with anybody. And no one wants to be on the recording, but everybody wants to take my picture. I'll smile for you. It's not a big deal. I don't want to argue with you guys. This is for transparency. I'm not here for you. I'm here investigating the mayor.
You said you were not photographing me, and you told the story.
Well,
So, sir, that's
I'm not going to go back and forth.
So-
I'm not.
all right,
It's not worth
can I
it.
ask you a question, sir? Do you want a FOIA request for anything?
Yeah, I was actually looking to do a FOIA request, right? I wanted to get some documents for the story I'm working on, right?
So what we do is we can start this counter. We'll figure that out real quick.
Great,
get you a
for sure.
FOIA
Yep.
request, and then if you want to handle that situation with that, I can document that and make a report for you as well. Okay?
Right. No, I just want to make sure that she's not going to. She just walked out of her job. She was literally behind the counter. She said to everybody, I quit. And I said, why are you quitting? Over a camera? And she said, no, because what I'm about to do is going to get me fired anyway. So that sounds like a threat to me, and I think that should be handled. You know, she's a public servant. I don't know what she's capable of. She went to her car. I don't know if she's getting a weapon of any kind. I don't know.
Sir. So if you want to, you can set the counter.
Again, I'm not necessarily scared of what she's going to do. I don't know her. I don't know what she made the threat, not me. I'm not trying to threaten anybody. I'm not trying to harass anybody. So yeah, I'll do my FOIA request, and I appreciate that. Where would I go for that?
Let's go over here.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. So it's okay for you guys to record, but not me, right? Doesn't make sense.
I'm only recording you because you sit up here and said you were not recording me, and you were.
Well,
And I asked you not to.
you were in the video, sir, as
No,
I
you
walked
told me I was in
in.
a public place, and that you could do it.
Right, that is true.
Yeah, that's what you did.
That is true.
You
Right.
sit up here and told a whole lot of stuff.
So you're a supporter of Mayor Tiffany Henyard, sir?
That's not your business.
I would assume I would assume you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I'll leave when I'm ready, ma'am. Thank you. Illinois Freedom of Information Act request for the Village of Dalton. Let's fill this out.
I'll let you turn it in. I'm not going.
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate it. So we're going to submit our FOIL request for some documents related to our investigation into Tiffany Henyard. And then we'll begin out of here. We still have law enforcement here, just hanging out with the man with the camera. Apparently there's nothing else for them to do, even though Dalton is rampant with crime. Yes, ma'am. Here you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's it, ma'am. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. So she's also, Tiffany Henner is also the supervisor of the Thornton Township. I believe that there is a public meeting here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me, ma'am. I actually have another question, if I may ask. Ma'am, I just have one more question for you. Is there a public meeting here tonight at 6:30? No. There is not? Okay, just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Do you know when the next public meeting is?
The 1st of April.
The 1st of April. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been about 20 minutes. I don't think they're really going to go anywhere until I leave. A statement or a complaint about it. I'm not, you know, she's obviously just a tyrant, whatever. She'll get her karma, what's coming to her, but, you know, we're going to be getting out of here. All right, guys, take care. Have a nice day.
Thank you, brother. Nice to meet you, brother.
Nice meeting you. Take care. Have a nice day, officer. Stay safe out there, guys. Take care, sir. So we will be back here before the day's end. I'm just not going to stand inside. I've already did my FOIA request. Looked at all the propaganda. Here's some more propaganda right here. Mayor Tiffany Henry. Can't wait for that sign. All of the signs, all of the propaganda she has throughout this entire village here to be taken down. I've driven through this village. It is not the nicest of places. And, except for the signs, the people's choice, keeping my promises, fighting for residents. So we have the law enforcement officers leaving now that showed up to the scene, keeping her promises and fighting for residents. You see, that's what they should have been doing instead of waiting around.
When officers lean on old-school officer safety claims to override your rights, stand firm. Cite your First Amendment protections, demand written policy, and file formal complaints. Ensure Internal Affairs truly investigates and push for meaningful penalties, not just training. Accountability only comes from relentless follow-up. Keep filming and never back down. And when abuse of power becomes more severe, its consequences will become clearer than ever. Imagine caught in a road rage dispute when the very officer you trust to keep the peace throws a sucker punch right to your face. Body cam reveals him boasting to his union about his rights, while you bleed. When law enforcement protects their own over the public, where does justice stand? Let's expose every shocking detail.
Right. I'm debating whether to say how you doing, because I'm here.
Well, I understand why.
Pete Van
Orangetown, Meriden PD.
Pete Van Service.
So when they pulled up, I said, because what I was going to do was, I'm off today for the weekend.
Yeah.
And basically what I was going to do was I was going to ask my supervisor, I was throwing some stuff for the dump, to call my lieutenant and say, this is what happened. I have the plate. Do I have you guys run it, or do I call, Rocky Hill and say this is what happened, have them run it, and then speak to the guy's supervisor?
Yeah.
I got out of the car,
Yeah.
whatever you want, I'll give you a sworn written statement, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I took this photo.
Why don't I grab some
I'll just show you
some forms, and you can write it out for me.
Yeah, whatever
All
you
right?
need. So.
Pete.
If I have to call my lieutenant, whatever it is. Is he pressing charges against me, like for breach?
Yes.
Because I yelled at him and stuff?
For assault, because you hit him.
He's saying that I hit him.
Yes. And he has video that you hit him. So, excuse me. Yep.
He has video that I hit him.
You still want to give me a statement?
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to cooperate any minute I can. Mm-hmm. Listen, I've been doing this job for almost 25 years, okay? But I probably should have to call my supervisor, my union delegate, whatever it is.
You want to give him a call?
So he's saying that I hit him?
Yes.
Okay.
And he has a red mark on his face? Or this side?
Yeah. And there's nothing where I can press for breach of peace for him yelling at me, whatever it is, or it's just.
Well,
I
I can tell you, I've seen the video, so
Yeah.
I know he didn't yell at you.
Well,
I can hear him tooting his horn. It's
Okay.
front and back.
Okay, did you show him doing the double finger when I said, listen, I'm an officer, I can't turn on
He gave
red?
you the finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to call?
Yeah.
Your
So what
boss?
is it? So you're gonna what, charge me with?
Well, right now it looks like assault.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else.
So what I'm saying is,
I don't know if I'm charging you with anything right now, but I'm here to get your side of the story.
okay. Oh, you're saying just by warrant, you're not gonna.
I don't know. I got to
Okay.
call my boss after I talk to you.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'm gonna do everything to talk right here. It's very frustrating, but let me.
Is it okay I put my clipboard up here?
Go right ahead, sir.
Okay. He says he's going to cooperate, but he's calling either his lieutenant or his union delegate, and he's saying, you know, he says, like, if the guy says I hit him, I'm like, yeah, and you did. You know, I let him know. So, but he said something about like he wants to, like, you know, maybe do a breach against the other guy for throwing the bird. But yeah, yeah. I mean, okay. All right. Thank you.
Cooperate and stuff, and I know that we have a procedure where I have to notify you and then notify captain of patrol and stuff like that. So I just want to know what the best course of action is. So, yeah. Do you want to speak to the officer here on your phone, or no? Okay. I mean, we're asking for just ask you, sir, one-on-one. Because, like I said, I'm going to fully cooperate whatever it is, and I threw, but it wasn't a hard punch. So it's like, I know you may have a mark, whatever it is, but it's like, is it going to be a breach or assault third, or because I know there's a difference when you have severe injury to when you have breach when people are just fighting, whatever it is.
I talked to my sergeant just now.
Yeah.
He also says give him a call after I get your statement.
Yeah.
But most likely we won't take care of anything today.
Yeah.
So until I get all the information, I won't know what the charge will be.
Okay. All right.
Believe me, I don't want to be here either.
No. Listen, this is on me,
Yeah.
so I fully understand, sir. And
Are you, just so I know, are you carrying right now? Are you armed?
No,
or
I
anything?
think that my off-duty is in my bag and my front seat on the bottom.
Okay.
So, it's in a holder. So, he's notifying all the powers to be. Would you mind waiting 1 second? Going back with one little thing.
Sure.
Listen, you're going to have my full cooperation.
I got you.
You know,
I got you. Whatever you need to do.
If you want, I can pull out my license. If you do, like,
Yeah.
whatever
If
it
I
is.
just get your driver's license?
Yeah.
That'd be good.
So,
where'd you say you had your firearm?
the firearm is on the seat. You can see, if you look at it now, there's a blue bag.
Do you mind if I grab the license?
Absolutely, go right ahead.
Where you got it?
If you go into the briefcase there,
I'll go around.
actually,
I'm just going for the license.
no, go right ahead. If you go into the briefcase there, if you look what happens to your wallet.
Lift the
Take a look
hat.
at Mr.
Yep.
Wallet. Yep.
Yeah, you must have some hip trouble if you keep that in your
No,
back
I
pocket.
don't. So,
Yeah, I'll just snap a picture. Just put it right up there. And this is your current address?
no.
No, I mean, what?
Yeah,
this one
here.
here?
Yeah, that's on back there. Yeah.
Mind if I just take a picture of your hands while we're...
Yeah, sure. They're dry from.
How long you been in Meriden?
20 years. 4.5 in Orange before that.
Yeah.
So,
Are you patrol or sergeant?
yeah, currently signed as an SRO.
SRO.
So,
Yeah, I had put in for that and I didn't get it, and I'm thinking it was probably the best thing because our high school's been going crazy.
Yeah.
They take more calls than I do, I think, in patrol.
Yeah, we have 3 middle schools and 2 high schools, so I'm one of the middle schools. So, just between you and I, like I said, it's, you know, he's being a dick, whatever it is, my fault for not having self-control, you know, because he's doing the double finger, whatever it is. I'm like, I wasn't on my phone. And, but my thing is the punch wasn't that hard, because I understand, like, we deal with this stuff all the time. So that's my question is that, is it just going to be a simple breach, or is it going to be assault third? You know, because I have nothing on my hands. This is all dry from, you know, whatever it is. So, but my fault. I'm wrong. I should have just not even doing that. Yeah, he was just being such an asshole. When I showed him my badge, I'm like, I can't turn on red here. There's traffic. He said, well, get off your phone. I'm like, I'm not on my phone. So. Oh, boy. So, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Pete. So, if I could get, when this is all done, a case number.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll give you my card with the info.
Do you
on
want
it.
my lieutenant's name and my captain's name and stuff to call them, or you're just going to reach out back to me, or let me know if whatever it is?
I mean, you can give that to me if you want. I'll give it to my sergeant.
I assume you're going to
Pass
do
the
no free,
info
but I
on.
assume it's going to be, you're going to do it by warrant, or it's not going to be an arrest or whatever it is, or I don't know what's going to happen. So
Yeah, I think it'll. I don't think anything's going to happen today.
Yeah.
But like I said, I got to call my
Excuse me 1 second.
call my
sorry.
boss. So you willing to give me a statement,
At this time, no, being my union guy, but
Sarge? Hey, what's up? Well, you said it's in your truck, your firearm?
it is off duty. And
Yeah.
it's in its holster.
Yeah.
And it's in a duffel bag
In the,
that you saw. That there's a blue gym bag on the bottom.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. And did you have that with you when you were out at this?
None of that.
When this happened?
Yeah, all my stuff was in the truck, but I didn't touch that at all.
Okay. No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Yeah. No. All I did was get out with my little portable.
Just so you know, he talked to his union rep, and he's not going to give a statement at this time. No. I mean, do you plan on?
I'm going to cooperate as I can. I'm just going based on union advice. I've never been to this before.
But I'm saying, are you going to like talk to your union guy more, and then possibly, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, I have to call my captain and everybody and let them all know what's going on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like,
I got you.
do I have the? Let me this. I'm wrong for what I did, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
My question is this though, because he's yelling at me and I actually show my badge, he's giving me the double finger. I mean, I know it's trivial, but does he get hit with like breach or whatever it is, or nothing, or it's all on me because I got out of the car to take a picture of his plate and then I did what I did. Yeah.
No.
I understand.
Yeah. To be determined.
Okay.
All right.
I'm the only thing I can't cooperate. I'm just telling you that right now, based from what they called me back was, I already told them I gave you a verbal account. We're responsible, but they just said at this point, before I meet with a union lawyer, not to put anything in writing.
Okay.
No disrespect to you, sir.
No, I
know
got
you're
you.
doing your
I
job,
got you.
so,
I understand. I understand. Did you catch that? All right. Okay. All right, thanks. He's going to give me a call back.
Okay.
A lot of phone tag today.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah.
See you. Thanks, Sarge.
Do you mind if I call a few of my supervisors, or
No, go ahead.
should I wait, or?
No, you can call him if you want. Or if you want to just wait and see what my Sarge says, it's up to you.
Okay.
Whatever works for you.
I assume possibly they may want me to go with you right now to make the on-site pinch. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think so, but he hasn't said
Okay.
anything either way.
Because whatever you need for cooperation, I mean, you
Yeah.
know, this is on me. I understand that.
If I were going to guess, I would say the worst that would happen today would be a stop.
Okay.
That's what I'm just. No promises.
The busiest street in town right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Never fails.
Would you mind just write down for me just your name and
I'll give you my card in the case number.
Yeah, just because I'm gonna.
Ooh, almost out. One more. My info on the front, case number on the back.
Okay.
And the number for our records department's right below the case number.
I appreciate it.
Sure.
I apologize for.
Keep it out for that 27 complaint.
Are you talking about the backpack, or is there something
Backpack on the floor.
Yeah,
of the car
that's where you're.
has my off-duty lock. It has some stuff for the gymnasium and a set of keys and some handcuffs and different things. It's my bag I carry into the locker every day.
Yeah.
It's a lot there.
Yes, sir. Alan. Sure. It's, Sergeant Joe Smith.
Hey, Sergeant, it's Alan Ganter.
It's not on speaker.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
I got you. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do, we're actually going to get this by warrant. Just give us some time for you to talk to the press.
Okay.
Based on what guidance you get from them, you're allowed to come in and give a statement. We can set that, and that way give you the most respectful process possible. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, sir, and I'm also I apologize for wasting your time because it's on me. I understand. So, here's my. I'm sorry. This is a sergeant, lieutenant.
Sergeant.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. Mike, just one question for you is I know you have to do everything by the thing, but here's my concern is that I'm wrong for what I did, but because we do this all stuff on my, in Meriden, it wasn't that hard of a punch. So my whole thing is I just need to know what I need to tell like my supervisors, like, is this going to be like a simple breach for me throwing that, or, is this guy trying to claim like whatever with assault third or whatever it was? Because I understand it may be a slight mark, whatever it is, but it wasn't a hard punch. You know what I'm saying? So the charges, I'm just saying because I understand it would still be by misdemeanor summons, correct, or whatever, the warrant, whatever it is. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the reason we're going to do it by warrant. So
Yeah.
give everybody.
And one other question for you too, sir, not to interrupt, but when I was asking your officer here, is that obviously I'm at fault what I did getting out of the car, but there's nothing in terms of me giving you a statement. If I was to give a statement like towards him, like what he said to me with the double finger, and after I showed the bag, and I was going to call a supervisor, there's nothing in terms of him in breach if he recorded everything inside his cabin, because he was very disrespectful and swearing back at me and stuff like that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
as well as I do, I would get written constitutions in that sense, you know what I mean?
Understood. Okay. Sorry to waste your time, then. I'm sorry.
No, it's not waste time.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take this step by step.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll be in touch. And,
All right. I'll give you want my cell phone. I'll give to the officer here my direct cell phone. Okay.
We got a question for you, or will you call us back after we talk to you?
Okay, Sarge.
Okay.
All right. Again, I apologize for wasting your time. I'm sorry about the whole thing. So.
All right, no worries.
Okay. Okay.
Just make sure I got all your info on
Yep.
that name and address.
Yep.
Phones.
I'll give you the. I'm going to call my supervisors now. My direct lieutenant control.
I'll just take your cell phone.
Yep.
All right.
And my unit. Do you want the main number for the PD or?
No, I mean, I can
Okay.
tell you that. If there's any,
Do you want the names of my guys?
if there's guys that you specifically want us to talk to notify, or
Well, I have to,
no, I know you are, but
but yeah.
like who's your immediate
My direct
supervisor?
supervisor is Lieutenant Hector Cardona Jr. I'm going to call him right now.
Okay.
And then we have a captain of patrol, which I'm sure he'll be notified. Captain
What's the last name?
Menone, M-E-N-N-O-N-E.
That lieutenant, is he the SRO?
He runs all the neighborhood unit in the SROs. He's
Okay.
my direct supervisor. So I'm going to call him right now.
All right. Anything else?
Anything?
Any other questions for me? Anything?
No, I understand
Sure,
that,
sorry.
so I got it.
All right.
So I just don't take it as disrespect towards you doing your job that, calling you. I never
No, look.
been in a situation like this before, so it's...
Neither have I,
Yeah.
like from this side. So I mean, listen.
Yeah.
I want to make it as painless
So
as possible.
I just want to make sure that
I want to make
whatever
sure
this
that
guy's pressing charges that, like
Yeah.
I said, I am responsible, but that he's not going to try to make this into some type of like major thing. But it's a thing. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm responsible, but the
You got my number.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
Yep.
My days off are changing.
Okay.
From weekend to Monday, Tuesday. So
Okay.
I'm going home today, and I don't come back till actually Thursday next week.
Okay. I'm a 5-2 SRO.
But yeah.
So I'm off on the weekends. But like I said, whatever I have to do to cooperate in terms of you telling me, say, hey, Al, you got to come
And
down.
here, if you want, I'll write down the sergeant you spoke to. I'll say his name. So if I'm not around, you need to talk to somebody who's familiar.
Good. How are you?
That's the sergeant.
Okay.
All right.
When officers assault civilians without consequence, remember your camera is witness and your voice is power. File formal complaints, demand any internal affairs findings, and push for criminal charges. Only relentless oversight can break the thin blue line. Stay vigilant. Keep recording and let no officer lie their way out of accountability.